Hey, how's it going guys? Machinepiggy here and welcome back. Today's video is 5 tips on how to get better at Halo 5 Guardians, because I'm sure some people out there are struggling with the game, or if you're planning on getting Halo for Christmas and you want a few tips, that way you're not a complete noob once you start. Well, hopefully this video is for you. Now, I will say that I'm not an expert Halo player. I'm not a pro player, but I'd say I'm about average or above average at playing multiplayer shooting games, so I kind of have an idea of what's going on and I got the general basics down. So for me now, it's all about repetition and execution. So yeah, the longer you play, the more you'll get used to it, the more you'll get hang of it, and the better you'll get. So to start off, tip number 5, map awareness. Play the game and get to know the maps and get to know the spots that are like kill zones. Avoid those areas where you're just easy pickings for snipers or anybody that's good at long range. Just avoid the center of the map in general. So yeah, and not just learning the maps, but learning to stay vigilant and predict where the enemy could potentially be coming from. And usually you can do this by covering all the areas that your teammates aren't watching or looking at. That way nobody gets flanked or shot in the back, because nobody likes that. So use your radar effectively. I already made a video on how the radar works, so if you want to check that out, just click right here, or it'll be in the description below. As for tip number 4, knowing when to sprint and when not to sprint. In Halo 5, they added a sprint mechanic, so you're able to sprint, but if your shield has been depleted somewhat and you're sprinting, it will never recharge. So you have to stop sprinting in order for your shield to come back. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't overrush, because if you're rushing around everywhere, you won't be prepared for gunfights whenever they come up, and every shot counts in Halo. Some people are extremely accurate, and if they catch you sprinting and they start shooting at you, you're already a shot down and you have to bob and weave in order to win the gunfight. Which comes down to my number 3 tip, learning to strafe, where strafing is a technique that pros and experienced Halo players use, which basically what you want to do is make them miss their shots, or at least 1 or 2 of their shots. It's really hard to explain. Really, you just want to confuse them. So move left, move right, move left for a longer period of time, then short left. Just move around, but just don't move forward, because if you move forward, then you're moving towards them and it's a lot easier for them to shoot you. So you want to just move left and right. You just want to change it up so you don't become predictable. It takes a while to get used to, especially in Halo, but learning to move in a gunfight is one of the best tips you can learn to do in any multiplayer shooting game. Now for the second tip I got for you guys is to play with your controller settings. Find a layout that you're comfortable with, that you're used to. If you played other Halo games, make sure you switch to that. If not, just try different ones. I myself use green thumb just because I'm more used to the default Call of Duty layout, and I'm probably the only one that uses that. But other than layouts, make sure you find the right sensitivity, because headshots are the main thing in Halo, so you want to pick a sensitivity that will allow you to get those headshots. Just play around with them, start somewhere. If it's too fast, lower it. If it's not fast enough, then make it go up. But just make sure you make it go up by 1 point or 2. You don't want to change it drastically, because then you won't get a proper feel of where you should be. So yeah, I play on a 4. I believe the lower sensitivities just help you be more precise, but some people can play on super high sensitivities. And for my last corny tip, which is the same as my Call of Duty video, make sure you have fun. I know we get angry, but when you're angry, you don't play as well. Your hands, your fingers, your body gets more tense, which could ruin your aim. So just make sure you stay calm and collected. Take a breath or take a break from the game if it's getting too frustrating. Just go out there and have fun, man. That's all I'm saying. Just go out there and have fun. So I'm hoping you guys learned something. Let me know in the comments if you did or didn't. And also type out a few tips so other viewers can learn from what you wrote. And thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Machinepiggy out.